This is Soap Anonymous, where your secrets are safe.
Until we spill them.
If your story is soap opera worthy, it belongs here. This isn't therapy, it's confession, with a little judgment
and a lot of sarcasm.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Michaela. And this is Soap
Anonymous. Let's try this again. Let's talk about Bad Bunny.
So good. Look, here's the thing. I post whatever. If you didn't want to watch Bad Bunny, it was a political statement and you know it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It has nothing to do with his music. You probably didn't even, not you, Ashley, but people didn't even know what kind of music he did. They were just told not to listen to him because it was un-American. But here's the thing. Hello? He is...
Puerto Rico is American.
And, like, he's American. Don't be a noob. Like, if you're gonna be all, like, racist and everything, at least learn what the literal United States territories are. He is an American citizen, you noobs. Fuck off. And also... one of the best halftime shows I've ever seen because of, like, the sets and stuff.
Yes.
They were so good.
They were so good. I loved how he, like, celebrated Latin culture and, like, it was like a FU, but then also, like, saying we are America and, like, what did the billboard say behind him? The only thing stronger than hate is love or something like that.
Something like that, yeah, perfect.
I loved it.
Perfect. And then he also, like, it was not lost on me at all, the fact that when he came out with all the different countries' flags, he led with the United States flag first. So everybody can just stop hating on this guy and celebrate the fact that he had an amazing halftime show. It was so good. Oh, really, 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 really well done. Wow. Man, every single thing about that show was, like... was poignant. I mean, the fact that Lady Gaga was there doing salsa and doing the song in that way. Freaking Ricky Martin looks like a god still. What the hell?
And my Pedro Pascal was dancing.
Yes.
In the bodega.
Which was super cool. Oh my god, and the commercials were all really good too. There were some really great commercials.
I like the William Shatner Raisin Bran commercials.
Okay, I was literally just gonna say, do you know how old William Shatner is? I looked it up. You know how old he is?
He, like 87?
94.
No way.
And he still looks like that.
He looks like
he still looks and moves and acts like that. It's crazy.
70s.
Yeah, I know. It's wild.
Wow.
Wild how good he looks.
It's because he knows how to travel in time. He's been to another dimension. He's been where no man has ever gone before.
It's true. Yeah, the commercials were... oh my god, of course the friggin' Budweiser commercial made me cry.
Oh, with
every year.
Little baby eagle. I called it as soon as I saw that horse. I was like, this is a Budweiser commercial. And then then when they had the live animals at the Super Bowl, I was like, oh my god. That was great.
It actually landed on a perch on the horse's back. So cute.
So American.
So good. Speaking of the craziness, now a lot of the U.S. Olympic athletes are under fire. Did you hear about that?
No.
They're under fire because during a press conference, I think last night, during a press conference, they... a lot of them were saying, like, you know, just because we're wearing the American flag does not mean that we're happy with what's going on in the country right now.
I mean,
but they were all really super... No. They were really super PC about it, but Trump has now said that those athletes, especially this one guy, is a total loser, and he should be kicked off the team and sent home. An Olympian.
He's such a whiny baby.
Why don't you get your fat ass off the couch and go train and go be an Olympian instead then?
Well, what do you think about getting into it?
Okie dokie. Oh, wait, can I say one more thing?
Duh.
We went to Vegas. I think this is after.
Yes!
After we talked.
Don't give away your secrets.
We went... Dude, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? But do not do 4 nights there. Ever. Unless you're planning on, like leaving the actual city and going to the Grand Canyon or something like that. Like, take a break. What were we thinking? But... So, pays to be nice, right? Pays to be nice.
And we've told you before how Michaela gets into these situations where she just like gets away with so much. Here's another example.
So we got there and Skylar was all nervous because we hadn't booked a hotel room yet. And I was like, man, I just have a feeling. We're not going to book it yet. We know that we're going to stay. He wanted to stay at the Luxor because he's never stayed in there. And it is like... We don't have a lot of money, so, you know, we're trying to not stay at the Bellagio or the Wynn or wherever it's like $500 a night. Absolutely not.
No.
And so the Luxor is cheap, but it's like, it's a nice enough hotel, and it's got the elevators that go sideways, like diagonally up, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's super cool. They go, because it's a pyramid, right? And so the elevators go along the outside. So when you first get in it, it's super weird vertigo for a minute.
It would only make sense to put them in the middle of the building, but no, they had to be cool.
No, because they want the middle of the building to be... It's completely open. The railing only goes to just above your waist when you're walking. And so,
on
like,
the outside
it is...
or inside?
On the inside. And so the whole inside is hollow.
Oh
and
my
so
God.
If you're afraid of heights, you got to walk on the inside of the walkway so you're not next to the opening. It is crazy. And so I'll tell you how high up we were in a second, but it's super cool. But so we get there because we knew that that's where he wanted to stay, and that was perfectly fine with me. And so we get up to the front, and I was like, all right, this is the price that it would be if we bought the hotel online. We'll see if we can get it any cheaper up front, and we'll see if maybe we can get a nicer room than we would find online. And so I talked to the gal, and I was talking to her about, like, all this stuff, and I was like, yeah, we flew in from Seattle, blah, 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 Seahawks are in the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. The Kraken are playing down here, actually, while we're here. We kind of want to go see that game if we can, all this stuff. I got bitten in the face by a dog the other day. Here's the mark. Like, all this stuff, right? Talking to her.
She's just talking her ear off.
Always. And she goes back to her manager a couple of times to try to lower the price. And I was like, okay, well, I know Vegas isn't really super busy this time of year. It actually was like really quiet there. It was weird. So if you guys have any upgrades that you're willing to give, that would be absolutely amazing. If not, that's okay. I completely understand. You've already helped us out with price and stuff like that. But, you know, if you had anything where people weren't staying, that would be awesome. She goes back, she talks to her manager again, then she hands us the key. She gave us the 26th floor. Did she even tell you? No.
Did she even tell you
she told us. She told us as she handed me the key. And so she goes, all right, you have the 26th floor penthouse suite for the same price as a regular room.
That's amazing. So
we stayed in the penthouse suite. I mean, it's not super nice. It's not like staying at the Bellagio or something like that.
It was badass.
Suite. It's still pretty cool. I had a huge soaking tub under the windows. Like, it was crazy. But
oh my God. Jesus.
It was
you
so
want a
great.
Cheap vacation. Call Michaela. She's your travel agent. She just has to go with you.
I totally would be. Yeah. Also, so that all to say, 26th floor, if each floor is an average of like 10 to 12 feet tall, you know, you're looking at down to the atrium from those floors is like 250 to 300 feet up in the air with just the railing just past your waist. It's crazy.
Can't do it.
Cool.
I am way
creepy.
Scared of heights.
Me too, but you know.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
I have a gin and tonic today. Cheers. What about you?
I'm drinking water. Cheers.
Ugh, you smart girl. I'm just having this one. This
I
is
had a glass of wine
the
earlier,
cure for
but
last
that's all I
night's
had
celebrations.
left. Okay, well, let's get started. Do you want to go first this week?
Sure. Let's do curtain calls, the crazy one-line stories that make you wonder why people do things.
I don't know how to feel about that.
You're gonna have to make shirts that say that.
Yes. Yes.
That would be the best, that would be the best protest shirt too. I don't know how I feel about that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, my first one. Are you ready? This sounds a hell of a lot like last week's story, actually.
Oh no.
My partner's mother pooped in our cat's litter box.
What?
She's usually very reasonable, but refuses to say why she did it.
What?
What is it about pooping in mugs and litter boxes?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I heard a story. This lady said that shout
out to Smush, they're awesome.
Her boyfriend liked to lock her out of the bathroom. She has IBS, and he would, every time she had to go to the bathroom, he would run in the bathroom and lock it and wait and make her suffer. And yeah, that's abuse, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
So she finally got back at him and shat in the litter box.
Nope.
Yeah. And she said he hasn't done it since.
I can actually support that one.
Yeah.
I can support that. You know what I'd have done? I would have shit on his pillow instead.
Yep. No, not if it was on my bed.
That you said it was his mom.
No, it was a girlfriend.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Ew, get out of that relationship quick.
I know.
Gross. Just to fuck with somebody? That's not okay.
Nope.
We don't support abuse.
Okay.
But in that case, I'm down for shitting in the litter box.
We're turning into a bathroom podcast. This is bad.
It was on accident. Look, it was just the one that made me crack up first.
Okay. My first one. Hold on. Okay. My roommate hid a 34-year-old man in her room for 4 months without telling any of our 3 roommates. So while we were home alone showering and stuff, there was a dude living in the dorm unknown to us.
No.
No.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yep.
Oh, that's so creepy. Wait, speaking of bathroom habits, how did he go to the bathroom?
Ew.
Right?
And what is a 34-year-old man doing in a dorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they have communal bathrooms, how?
Yeah. How did he get out? How did he get out of the room to go to the bathroom?
God. Yeah, and some of y'all just be making up shit.
I feel like that's similar to, there was a story about a woman who was living in a house, right? And some dude was living in her attic and her walls for months. And it's a true story. It was all over
it's called Phrogging.
Police. It has a name?
Yep. When people are living in your house unbeknownst to you, it's called Phrogging.
Absolutely not. Why?
I don't know, but I just learned.
I just learned it a couple
weeks ago. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm sure there's a reason, but
God,
yeah.
It's because the first person that did it was called Jeff T. Frog.
My name's Jeff.
I do not know. There was this dude that was living in this woman's walls and attic for months and months, and she thought she was going absolutely insane because she couldn't prove it, she couldn't find him, she didn't even think that it was a dude. She just thought she was starting to go slowly insane because things would get moved, and she didn't know how they were getting moved.
Food would get
or like
eaten.
where they were going. Yeah, or like her toothbrush would get moved to another part of the sink where she didn't normally keep it.
Was he using her toothbrush?
Probably.
Oh my god.
And then he would like the toilet seat would be left up when she had it down. Stuff like that, like in the middle of the night, like she'd get up like in the morning to go to the bathroom, you know, and then the toilet seat
and
would
she
be
lived
up,
alone?
So he'd be out there. Yeah.
Oh god.
And so
that is something that would have made me figure out real fast that there was something.
Well,
somebody
she just
in the
thought
house.
it was like little itty bitty things, not
the
every
toilet
day
seat
or
being
anything
up
like
is not
that,
an itty bitty thing. Women do not put the toilet seat up.
That's true. So then she moved out finally because she was just like the apartment let her, you know, break her lease, and then she moved. And the guy, I think, was eventually arrested.
That's so
But
scary.
can you imagine? He was just like, apparently he would pull like one of the entrances to the attic was in her bedroom, and so he'd pull aside that little thing and just watch her sleep.
No.
Oh yeah,
I'm such a light
Yeah, it's real
sleeper.
bad.
I feel like that could never get past me. Did I tell you about the time that I came home one day and I had a tangled mess of necklaces on my bed in the morning, and I had been trying to like mess with them and get them untangled, and I came home that afternoon and I picked them up to untangle them or just hang them back up. They were all completely untangled. And I asked all my kids. My kids. I was like, "Did you untangle my necklaces?" Like, why would they sit there and do that? But you know, you never know. And they were like, "No."
I mean, Piper might have gotten a little hair up her little booty,
Yeah,
and,
no.
and like gotten bored and tried to untangle them.
Nope, none of them touched
Nothing?
it. And then Piper goes, "Mom, a lip gloss that I never use, I've never used it, is out and open on my vanity." And so then I was like, "Okay, Ron, you got to come like check out our attic upstairs, right?" And so he comes upstairs with a machete and a headlamp headlamp, and he opens the attic and he starts walking up there with a machete. And Piper had been crying because she was so freaked out. And when we saw him doing that, we busted out laughing. And
That's perfect.
it was fine. Everything was fine. It was just two really weird coincidences. Maybe my spirit guides untangled my necklaces for me. Who knows? But
Maybe I was saying that I haven't felt the ghost at our bar in a long time, and I was a little bit worried that like she had moved on, which would have made me really sad because I actually really like her. She kind of just fucks with us all the time. Like weird things have happened to me in my bar where, like, for example, I was standing at the end of the bar at like 3:00 in the morning, finishing up some paperwork before I had to go home and doing all this stuff. And all of a sudden we have all of our back bar liquor is on the shelf below the bar. And all the vodka and rum bottles, the well ones, are plastic. And all of the vodka bottles just randomly fell off the shelf. But none of the rum bottles did.
she doesn't
All
like
of the vodka
vodka.
ones did, but I guess, or maybe she only likes vodka. So every once in a while, when stuff like
She's
that
like,
happens,
"Pour
we'll
one
leave
out
a
for
shot
your
out for her. We'll actually leave some for her, and then she'll leave us alone for a couple of weeks. Like, we'll leave a shot on the counter. And so I thought she had gone, and then all of a sudden I got a text from like the bartender thread, and it said that Ian was just standing there, and all of a sudden one of the metal shakers, like a drink shaker, cocktail shaker, just zoomed across the bar for no reason.
Yeah.
He was the only one there, and it just zoomed across the bar and fell on the floor for no, like, across the bar, not like fell off the counter or something like that. It zoomed across the bar.
I'm not about poltergeist stuff. No, thank you.
She's harmless, I think. She's just really bored.
Yeah.
People have seen her, like, she's been seen before.
We need to do a ghosty episode at Halloween, and you need to tell that story, but save it.
Deal. Okay.
Your turn.
Oh, me? Okay. I lived with 4 other girls my freshman year, and one of the girls would DJ her VJ in the living room and also refused to shower.
In the living room?
Look.
Hold on, DJ, her VJ is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Wiki, 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 wiki. But in the living room? I mean... Forget the fact that she's not showering. Like, she's DJing her VJ in the living room.
No, but what's killing me is the not showering thing. For whatever reason, the doing it in the living room thing is somehow less horrifying to me than refusing to shower.
What if people are all watching a movie together in the living room? And she's
hey,
like...
look, you know, nymphos are real.
And she's like, oh my gosh, Josh Hartnett, you're so hot.
You've heard the stories of people who just spontaneously orgasm all the time.
Yes.
It's like a medical condition. Medical condition.
It would be terrible. That'd be exhausting.
Right? So exhausting. Because you have to get off, otherwise it's painful.
I haven't gotten off in 25 years.
That's what Bob's for. Our best friend, Bob. Battery-operated boyfriends.
I was like, what does that stand for? I forgot. Okay.
Battery-operated boyfriends.
All right, I got another one.
Okay.
My half-uncle was a marine biologist, but came home one day to find his wife fucking his best friend. So he abandoned his old life, moved to Vegas, and is now a successful Elvis impersonator and has been for a couple of decades. He's living his best life.
Way to live the dream, dude. It's like my wife's fucking my best friend, so I gotta go be Elvis. Speaking of having to get off all the time, can you imagine what Elvis would sound like when he got off?
He's like, oh, I have a blue testicles without you.
There has to be a porno made out of that.
Oh gosh,
there has to be.
Lord, I don't want to know. I did see another one-liner that I thought about using, but I wanted this Elvis one instead, but I'll go ahead and tell you. I don't have it saved, but I can paraphrase. They found out when their grandmother died, they found out that she had had a relationship with Elvis. And the only reason they knew is because they found pictures and a cassette recording of them talking. She was a musician.
Awesome.
Yeah. She had this whole secret relationship with Elvis.
I love it. Yeah. Good for her. The heartthrob of the 50s and 60s, baby. Right? It's still the first thing I think of when I think of Elvis is Forrest Gump. When he's doing like the little impersonation, like the little Forrest Gump in his little leg braces. Oh God.
It's been so long since I've seen that. Maybe we can watch it together in a week and a half.
I think that's a great idea.
All right. First story. I am a surgeon, or I was. My career was everything to me. I worked at a major hospital and had built a reputation as someone people trusted with impossible cases. I had a tight-knit circle of colleagues who were basically my second family. Then everything collapsed. There was an accident at the hospital, an elevator malfunction. I was trapped inside during a critical moment while responding to an emergency. I don't remember the exact details, just the sensation of falling and then nothing. I was told later that I was presumed dead. There was even a memorial. My friends and family mourned me. My entire life just ended without me having any say in it. Except I wasn't dead. I was in a coma for years. When Hold on. Okay. When I finally woke up, I expected relief, tears, joy, something like that. Instead, I'm sorry. Instead, I woke up to find that the world had moved on without me in ways I still struggle to process. My position at the hospital was filled, obviously. Relationships I thought were solid had changed or disappeared. Imagine trying to process everything while learning how to walk again and remember basic things about your own life. I don't even know who was more shocked when I came back, me or my friends and family. While I was fighting to rebuild my life, I learned there were questionable decisions made about my medical care while I was unconscious. Allegedly, certain experimental procedures were performed that shouldn't have been, and they may have contributed to permanent complications I'm now dealing with. I don't even know how much of what happened to me was malpractice and how much was just catastrophic bad luck. I tried to return to medicine, but it hasn't been easy. My confidence isn't the same. My relationships are shattered. My identity feels like it belongs to someone who died because technically everyone thought he did. The strangest part is how people treat me now. Some look at me like I'm a miracle. Others look at me like I'm a ghost who came back and complicated their new lives. I'm still trying to figure out how to live in a world that already grieved me and moved on.
Okay, 2 things. Numero uno. Pretty sure that's a Friends episode. Joey, as the actor, fell down an elevator shaft. This has to be. Do not tell me this is real. Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, you want to talk about the letter? It doesn't sound like Joey.
No, his character on the TV show. I feel like that's from Days of Our Lives or something.
What you're referring to is Dr. Drake Ramore.
It's the one! I got it!
I knew you would get it halfway through the story, and you did. Yeah, so okay. This is the story of Dr. Drake Ramore, a fictional character on Days of Our Lives, played by Joey Tribbiani from Friends. Drake fell down an elevator shaft and was later given a brain transplant through a donor named Jessica, played by Susan Sarandon. He then took on her mannerisms and personality and was ultimately killed off a second time when a nurse stabbed him in the operating room.
I was like, wait a second, I know this one for sure. I don't watch soap operas, but I was like, I know this one, and the only place I would have known it from is Friends.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Dr. Drake Ramore. Oh, you got to do it in the Joey fashion where he stands up really tall and he puts his hands on his lapels. Dr. Drake Ramore. Your face is perfect. How you doing?
When I have to look really serious, what is he? No, it's when he's trying to cry. When he has to make himself cry, he sticks his hand in his pants and pulls out a pube.
Oh, so good. Except for he acts and he does the Days of Our Lives thing, and he's an actor by trade, you know, but he is too afraid to do a butt scene in the shower to be like a stunt butt.
Yep.
He was supposed to be somebody's stunt
Al
butt.
Pacino?
Couldn't.
Was it Al?
Yeah, maybe that. I think that's right. Except for
Penn.
So
I can't remember.
Oh, it might have been Sean Penn.
I think it was Sean Penn.
Might have been Sean Penn. Yeah.
Was that the same episode that had Julia Roberts in when Chandler started dating Julia Roberts?
Maybe. Could have been.
Anyways,
I don't know. The one with the butt shot.
I was fascinated with comas when I was a kid. I was like, how do people just sleep, you know? You're unconscious, and some people will say it was just completely black. They didn't see anything, hear anything, whatever. And some people say,
no consciousness at all.
I heard everything that was going on around me. So it's just different for everyone, I guess. But oh my gosh, that would be.
I think I'd rather it just be black and silence. I don't think I'd want.
Yeah. No,
because it would be so frustrating to not be able to interact back.
Yeah. And people talking about you as if you're not right there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is comforting too. would want to talk to my loved one in the coma in hopes that they could hear me. But I understand that it would be really frustrating.
Cool. Yeah, way to turn Joey Tribbiani's story into something serious.
I freaking knew it. Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for having my stepmom served with a lawsuit at her 50th birthday party after she stole my dead mom's jewelry and gave it to her own daughter?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. I walked into my stepmom's birthday party holding a legal folder and watched her face go white when she saw the necklace I was wearing. It was my mom's sapphire pendant. This seems like the best petty revenge. Petty, not so petty.
Like the fact that she walked in wearing. I'm here for it. The fact that she walked in wearing that necklace. Yes. Okay, go.
It was my mom's sapphire pendant, the one my stepmom gave to her daughter 3 months ago while I was finishing finals at college. The one she told me got lost during the move, in quotes, when I came home for Thanksgiving and asked where all of my mother's jewelry had gone.
It was Rose's
my mom died when
necklace from the Titanic, wasn't it?
Oh, for sure, duh. My mom died when I was 14, cancer. She left me everything in writing because she knew my dad would remarry someday and she wanted to make sure I had pieces of her. Her engagement ring, her grandmother's pearls, a ruby bracelet my dad gave her on their 10th anniversary, and that sapphire necklace she wore every single day. The will was clear. I have a copy. My dad has a copy. Our family lawyer has a copy. But apparently my stepmom thought I wouldn't notice or wouldn't care enough to do anything about it.
Bitch.
I noticed the jewelry for fucking
her mom
real,
is
right?
gone.
Come on.
God.
You go buy other jewelry. You can't be that desperate. There's no way in hell you're that desperate.
Not desperate,
I noticed the jewelry
just
was
greedy.
That too, yeah. I noticed the jewelry was gone the second day I was home. I went to my room and the wooden box where I kept everything was just gone. Completely gone. Also,
Took it out of her room.
way to make it obvious.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just take one piece of jewelry at a time if you're going to steal jewelry? Like, why would you take the whole box, idiot?
I know, we make better criminals than you. God.
For real. I asked my stepmom where it was, and she gave me this concerned look and said, "Oh, honey, I think that got accidentally donated during the garage sale in September. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was important."
What a lying facuntus.
Uh-huh. Yes. Oh. I didn't confront anyone. I went straight to the lawyer who handled my mom's estate, showed him the will, showed him the Instagram posts, explained what my stepmom told me. He said it was clear-cut theft and conversion of estate property. He could file papers immediately. I said, do it. Yes! The lawsuit got filed 3 days before my stepmom's birthday party, but the papers hadn't been served yet because she's weirdly hard to pin down during the day. So when I saw on Facebook that she was throwing this huge 50th birthday party at a restaurant with all her friends, I had an idea.
How did she get the necklace back?
I don't know yet. I called the process server and asked if he could meet me there. Then I called my stepmom's daughter and told her I wanted to apologize for being cold to her lately and could I come to the party to make peace. She said of course, and she was glad I was finally being mature about her mom marrying my dad.
Yeah.
I wanna punch a bitch right in the facuntus. I wore all black and my mom's sapphire necklace, the real one, because, yeah, I broke into their house while they were setting up for the party, and I took back what was mine from her daughter's room.
Oh, my God. Well, it's her dad's house.
If they were... It's true. So, like, technically, is it breaking in? I don't know. I figured if they were going to steal from me, I could at least reclaim my own property. Shit. Oh, good. Okay, sorry. I thought I hadn't screenshotted all of them. Oh, I was gonna be mad at myself. The party was packed, maybe 40 people. I walked in and my stepmom was standing by the cake table talking to her sister. She saw me and her whole face just froze. Her eyes locked on the necklace. She came over fast and hissed, "Where did you get that?" I said, "From my mother. She left it to me, remember?"
Nice. Nice.
Her daughter rushed over and said, "Wait, but I thought you gave me that necklace, Mom." My stepmom's face was bright red now. She grabbed my arm and said, "We need to talk outside right now." I pulled my arm away and said, "No, I think we can talk right here." People were starting to stare. Her sister walked over and asked if everything was okay. I said, "Actually, no. My stepmom stole my late mother's jewelry and gave it to her daughter. Then she lied and told me it was donated by accident. But it wasn't an accident. She just thought I wouldn't fight back." My stepmom said, "You are making a scene at my birthday party. This is completely inappropriate."
No, it's not. Not
I said,
for what she did.
I said, "What's inappropriate is stealing a dead woman's jewelry from her child." Ah! Gold. Her daughter tried to defend her. "My mom wouldn't steal anything. You're just bitter that your dad married me." Oh, wait. What the heck? Hold on. Oh, her daughter tried to defend her. "My mom wouldn't steal anything. You're just bitter that your dad moved on." This daughter, this stepsister is just as much of a fuckentus.
Yeah, her mother's
Apple doesn't fall that far from the tree.
Yep.
That's when the process server walked in. I texted him when I arrived to let him know where we were seated. He walked right up to my stepmom in front of everyone and said, "Are you stepmom's full name?" She said yes. He handed her the papers and said, "You've been served."
Yes.
The entire room went silent. My stepmom just stood there holding the lawsuit papers with her mouth open. Her friends were whispering, her daughter was reading over her shoulder, and her face went pale. I said, "That's a lawsuit for theft and conversion of estate property. My mother's will is attached. So is the photographic evidence of your daughter wearing jewelry that was legally left to me. I'll see you in court."
That's amazing.
Then I walked out. My dad has called me 17 times. I haven't answered. My stepmom's daughter sent me a long text calling me vindictive and cruel and saying I ruined her mom's birthday over jewelry that doesn't even matter. I blocked her.
As you should. I hope her dad is calling to apologize.
Yep, 100%. My stepmom's lawyer already reached out to my lawyer trying to settle. They want to return the jewelry and avoid court. My lawyer said we can consider it, but I'm still pursuing damages for emotional distress and the cost of filing. I, honest to God, would just let her fucking sit on it. Like, just sit in worried anticipation of, like, a super lengthy legal ordeal. Oh, that would be so satisfying. I have the necklace back. I went back to their house with a police escort 2 days after the party and reclaimed every single piece. The ruby bracelet, the pearls, the engagement ring, all of it. My stepmom cried and said I was destroying her marriage and her relationship with my dad. I told her she did that herself when she stole from me.
Yep.
Ooh, so the dad is sweet. My dad left me a voicemail saying I embarrassed the family and I should have handled this privately. But here's the thing. I tried private. I asked nicely where my stuff was. I went to him for help. They both lied to my face and expected me to just forget about my own mother. But some of my extended family is saying I went too far by serving her at the party in front of everyone. They're saying it was cruel and I should have just asked for the jewelry back first before getting lawyers involved. Am I the asshole? Abso-fucking-lutely not!
You're not the asshole, and that lady needed to learn her lesson. Hopefully she won't do shit like that in the future.
Serially.
I thought you were going to say, see
Serially.
you next Tuesday.
She is.
Yeah, I really hope that the dad only lied to her because he was lied to and believed that it got donated. Like,
Same.
I'm sorry, but as a parent, I'm not gonna take my partner's side if they're being a dipshit. Like, okay, new partner, because I'm divorced from my kid's dad. So, like, my kids are gonna come first. That's just how it goes. Like, you don't steal.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of the thing?
From, yeah.
That just seems like such vindictive bullshit to begin with. Like, for real. And how could you? Oh God, I can't imagine doing something like that ever.
Being such a piece of shit human that you take this kid's deceased mother's jewelry that is hers to remember her mom by, and you give it to your daughter and think you won't get caught, first of all. But the fact that you care that little about that person, that child, the child of your husband.
Just gross.
God.
And whenever you see that necklace on your daughter, it's going to remind you of your husband's ex or widower, whatever. You know what I mean? The deceased mother. It's going to remind you of that person every single time you look at that necklace.
I don't think she cares that much. It's all about, like, hey, I gave my daughter some real jewelry.
Oh, God, so gross.
So gross.
And that's the other thing, too, with, like, when people die, people get really nasty with stuff. Like, they tend to get really, really nasty with stuff.
Yep.
And it's just gross. That's a wild and fun one, though, right? Like, there's something about
petty revenge.
Just the petty revenge.
It's like
so
the
good.
Best. It's so juicy. It's so satisfying. It's so. I mean, I'm a petty bitch. I'm a petty bitch, but I'm not a bitch. So, like, there's a lot of things I ignore, right? But there's some things that can't be ignored.
Like that. Like that's that. A big
100%. You got to really do something wrong for me to waste my energy on being petty.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you know me. I'm a pretty forgiving human being.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like I am pretty quick to forgive as long as there is recognition of the slight that you gave to me. Yeah. Like, if you apologize, you know that there's one person in my life that I haven't spoken to in a while. And if that person were to apologize, then the relationship could absolutely proceed is the wrong word. Rekindle? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just, like...
Reconcile.
Reconcile!
I knew it was an R-E.
Reconcile! We could reconcile the relationship, absolutely.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes there just needs to be recognition of wrongdoing.
Recognition.
That's all it takes. And if that were to happen, I think that forgiveness would be a real possibility.
Yeah.
But, you know, there has to be some thought put into it sometimes. Can't always.
Yeah, and if you're going to still make the same decisions over and over that hurt me in the first place, you don't deserve reconciliation, right? So
there are so many other people in the world who are going to treat you super duper well and be really awesome to you and make your life a better place instead of a worse place.
Yep. Like
you. Sometimes you can just God, we're gross. And I love it. Okay. Well, that was my story.
I have another. This is my last one.
Your real one.
Okay, what's funny is you did an Am I the Asshole? And I haven't done an Am I the Asshole yet on this podcast, but I have one today. Yay! Okay. Am I the asshole for using my now ex after I found out he was cheating?
Oh, probably not.
Probably not.
I'm ready for this to be a nope, not the asshole.
I found out the guy I was living with. I thought you said, God damn it, Regina. I was like, who the fuck is Regina? Like Regina George?
Regina George, obviously. Okay. Has Piper seen that movie yet?
Yes. Lots of times.
Okay, can we maybe possibly watch it while I'm there?
Yeah.
Because it's just that good.
Yeah.
It's just that. And it's such brain rot.
Yep.
It's so good.
We'll all cuddle up in my bed and watch Mean Girls.
Sounds amazing. Okay.
I found out
in a week and a half.
Yes, so soon.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I found out the guy I was living with was cheating on me last June. It hurt, but I couldn't afford to move out. So I swallowed my pride and let it continue. I slowly started to notice that my life...
Did he know that she knew?
No.
Ugh.
I slowly started to notice that my life was actually better. I didn't act suspicious of him at all. He got bolder and started spending nights and even weekends away. Our bedroom went dead when I stopped initiating. Honestly, fine by me. He was fine in bed, but I've had better.
Perfect.
Got tested.
You go, girl.
I'm fine. I stopped spending money on any extras. I continued to do the shopping for the house, and I used his half to top up the groceries I liked. I still made sure there was good food for him in the fridge and pantry. I stopped covering small stuff like his dry cleaning. I sold my car and used... Oh, sorry. She typed it wrong. I sold my car and started using his since he hardly used it. I put all my money into a separate account. We never really mingled our money. We only had one joint account to pay bills. It took 7 months. 7 months.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But I saved up almost $20,000, including the money from my car.
Yes.
He talked to me just after the new year about the lease in March. I was honest and told him that I was leaving him, but that I would stay until March as a roommate if it would help him out. He got very upset and said I blindsided him. They always say that. I said it shouldn't be easy.
Sorry, you blindsided her with cheating.
For real. I said it should be easy for him to find a roommate for our apartment. It's pretty cheap and well located in our city. He said that he wants me out at the end of January and he will pay February by himself if I let him keep the damage deposit. I agreed. I moved in with my sister temporarily. He also asked for his car keys back. His side piece moved in almost immediately. Whatever.
Ugh.
I ran into them at the farmer's market where I work on the weekends. I introduced myself to her and said she must be Maggie. He asked how I knew her name. I was honest and said I had known about her for 6 months or so. Now I'm hearing from a few mutuals that I embarrassed him and threw a wrench in their relationship.
Oh my ever-loving God.
Yep.
No.
He had been telling her we were just roommates and that I was uncomfortable with him bringing women into the apartment. What woman falls for that? What?
Also, you're just uncomfortable bringing... Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It says that is absolutely true. I would have been very uncomfortable.
With bringing the side piece in.
Anyway, he started doing the math and figured out how I funded my exit. He said if I knew, I should have confronted him so we could have ended last year. I told him to go shit in his hat.
I am stealing that forever.
Go shit in your hat.
It's so good.
Was I wrong for handling things the way I did?
Absolutely not, girl.
Absolutely not. I picked this one because I was like, this is exactly how it should go down. Like,
100%.
A man is cheating on you. Fucking use him for everything you can until you can get out. Yeah. And don't tell him because it could get dangerous and ugly. Just...
Guess what?
Be quiet.
Guess what?
What? I'm not telling you to be quiet.
I did that. Nope, I did that.
You did? I didn't know that.
When I found out, with that stupid-ass human, I did that exact same thing. I knew for about a month before I said anything. Well, also, this was... So, Valentine's Day weekend, I don't care who knows this stuff. Whatever. On Valentine's Day weekend, we went out dancing in Portland, where I used to live. We owned a house together. We were on House Hunters together, the TV show. And so, like, we had this whole life down there. We'd been together for 6.5 years, all this stuff, right? Well, at this point, we've been together for 6 years. On Valentine's Day weekend, we went out dancing because I was that age. And he had been, we'd both been drinking. We were driving home. He was driving. And I was like, you know what? I don't think you should be driving. Can we maybe pull over and, get something to eat? Like, look, there's Denny's right up here. We can go get something to eat, like, take a beat. Then we can drive home after that. Whatever. And he got so angry with me, he started shouting at me, "Are you calling me drunk? Are you calling me drunk? How dare you?" Blah, blah, blah. And he was super awful to begin with. Like, he just was mean-spirited, just not a nice person. But I was stuck in that situation. So he got so angry with me that he started to pull over. He got down to about 10 to 15 miles an hour in his truck. He reached over, unbuckled my seatbelt, then reached over me and shoved me out of the car after he opened the car door. And we were going to... I think it was about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So he shoves me out of the car and throws my purse out after me and then drives off at like 2 o'clock in the morning. On the side of the road near a truck stop. Because you told him he
shouldn't drive drunk.
Yes. And so after I got done rolling down the hill that he had shoved me out on, and stopped the bleeding on my knees, I started walking. And I got probably
on a highway
a quarter mile
or on a
so.
street?
Yeah.
On a highway?
I was on a highway. On a highway.
Good God.
Next to a truck stop. And so I got about a quarter mile. I ended up having to take my shoes off because my feet started to bleed. And then he like pulls up next to me. And when I say highway, it's not like a regular like 6-lane freeway kind of situation. Yeah. It was like a 3-lane highway, but like kind of rural down the Portland area.
The perfect place for you to get abducted.
Oh, 100%. With a forest and a truck stop on one side and the highway on the other.
What a dick.
And so, and I didn't have my phone because he didn't throw that out after me.
Oh my God.
And so, anyway, he pulls up next to me, "Get back in the car."
Crying?
I was like, "What?"
I would have been...
No, I was fuming. I was so angry. Like, I might have been crying because I was angry, but I wasn't sad. I was just like, this is insanity. And so anyway, he pulls up next to me because he swung back around, came back, pulls up next to me, "Get back in the fucking car." And I was like, "Absolutely not. I'm not getting in the car with you. I just told you were too drunk to drive." And then he threatened me with all these things. So finally I got back in the car because that's what you do when you're a victim of abuse. You just do whatever it is that they tell you to do.
Yeah.
For years and years and years.
To get them to stop.
And it's very, very hard to escape.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And so I got back in the car, we got home, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't initiate sex with him or any sort of intimacy for months afterwards. And so 6 months go by and it's August. Or no, it's July. And we had been, like, not sleeping in separate bedrooms, but definitely not intimate at all. And sometimes I would sleep in the spare room. I needed to use the laptop, and we just shared a laptop. And so I got on the laptop, and I got onto my email, and I logged on, and I was like, what the heck is all... Like, I opened up Yahoo. I was like, what the heck is all this? Did I just get spammed really super, super hard? What is going on? And I looked through it. I didn't know that he had a Yahoo account. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And so when I clicked open Yahoo, I expected it to just be my email that was already logged on. Mm-hmm. And so found out he had been... he had been negotiating with Happy Endings massage therapists for months, trying to get their prices down.
Oh
so I found out
what
he
a
was
cheap ass.
I know. So I found out that that's what was happening. So he had been going to Happy Endings, and so I waited like a month or two before I said anything. I didn't let on that I knew, but I saved and saved and saved and saved and saved as much as I possibly could. I sold things, I saved things, I started to like secretly pack things up in the house that were mine, which everything nice was mine because he's a cheap ass.
Yeah.
And eventually I confronted him, and I was like, I'm leaving you. And he was so upset with me because we had this whole life together.
Me.
Literally, basically exactly what he said. And so keep in mind, Ashley has also known this human for 20 years at this point. And so, anyway, I ended up leaving him, but all he could say was, how dare you leave me? Well, of course I was looking at Happy Endings massage therapist because you won't have sex with me anymore. And I was like, that's because you threw me out of a moving vehicle. And he goes, why are you still holding that over my head?
Wow.
And I was like, what? Nope.
That it's like just the symptom of a very deep problem. Like, it's just one of the things. And it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yep. And it, again, 6.5 years later. But all I'm saying is, with this girl that you just told the story about, she scrapped and saved and used him. I did the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't feel bad about it.
Good.
At all. One
you
iota.
Shouldn't, because, I mean, like, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're used to, like, having 2 incomes and you're getting out of a bad situation. Do not use somebody who treats you well. But if somebody is doing horrible shit to you, you use them to get what you need to get to safety.
To get out.
Or out of a bad situation. Whether that's something that's dangerous or something that's just shitty, like being cheated on. It serves them right. We don't cheat on our partners.
And then he's like, you blindsided me, and now you're leaving me with nothing. And I was like, dude, you did this to yourself.
Yep.
You did it to yourself. This was 100% your fault. You did this. You knew what you were doing. You've been doing it for months.
Hat.
Go shit in your hat. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to say to you. You picked that one. You picked that one because about shitting in hats, too. So now this is a whole bathroom podcast.
Nice.
Okay. Anyway. Also, by the way, real quick, we are not an advice podcast, or not a legal advice podcast.
We're just 2 women talking shit.
So don't take anything we say to the bank if you don't want to.
You might be able to get in trouble for stuff like that. But
yeah,
do what you can.
Hi, Summit.
Oh my gosh, you heard that? He's downstairs.
It's okay. People like to know that we have pets because they're awesome.
We both have mini Aussies, and we both have cats. She has 2. I have 1. Yes. Okay, I want to hear your last one.
The last one. So this is the showstopper, but here...
Showstopper.
This is kind of a themed... I just read the date on these text messages, and it's my birthday. So that's fun.
That is fun.
So this did go a little bit viral, but I had never heard it. I've never even heard a whisper of it. So we're going to see. I think this needs to be shared with the world because it's crazy. So we're going to see if anybody else has heard it. And I had to do screenshots. So we're hoping that it's all legible.
Get your shit together, Michaela.
So, give me some grace, okay? I just need a little bit of grace.
I'm done with you.
Fine, bye. Okay, so little teeny tiny little teeny tiny bit of backstory. Just a little bit. This woman was working with this one dude for however long, and she also either lived with her boyfriend or her husband. It's one of the two. I don't know if they were married or not, but they've been together for like years and years and years, right? Like almost 10 years or something in that time frame. And this dude would go to lunch with this girl that is receiving these text messages, but in groups and stuff. And so there was never any leading on of anything like romantic, nothing. Also,
her boyfriend would go to lunch with this girl that...
No. Sorry. Her coworker would go to like group lunches with this girl who's getting the text messages. So basically there's a 25-year-old girl that is working at this place, and there's like this 42 or 45-year-old dude
this is
that
sounding
also works
very
there,
familiar,
who is obsessed with her, essentially. And so he sends her these long series of text messages after she leaves, because She gets another job, and she got a new job, and now she's working from home.
Okay.
Exclusively with another job. So she left the company, and he waited a few months to text this girl this thing. Okay, ready? Lisa. We'll call her Lisa. How about Lisa? Because the names are all blanked out on this. Hey, Lisa. These are from him. Hey, Lisa. I hope your weekend has started nicely. I apologize it took me a few days to feel like I could say this. You need to break up with...
Bob.
You need to break up with battery-operated boyfriend, sir. You need to break up with Bob and then agree to be my girlfriend with intentions to be my wife. And let me explain why.
Oh, tell me what I'm supposed to do, sir. Not.
All right. I can provide more for you than he can. The independent woman facade you engage in wouldn't be necessary with me. I make more than enough money in my job in order to take care of you and provide you with a lakefront house, which I know is a desire of yours. Because who
doesn't he work at the restaurant she did?
No. It's some corporate place.
Oh, okay.
Not a restaurant. I can provide you the free time that you often post about and yearn for to engage in your favorite hobby, ceramics. All I ask is for your devotion in return. I know I am perhaps not physically desirable to you, which is why I plan to compensate with the lifestyle you often talk about wanting to provide yourself. I know if you could be given an opportunity, you would take it because you mostly desire to be able to experience freedom in life. And I think this is where it might have cut off, so I think this is right. It is sometimes painful for me knowing you could have everything you wanted if you would simply agree to be my wife in the future. I could also pay off your student loans and car loan, which I know you've expressed desire to have those completed in the next 6 years. I could do that today with a simple call to your loan companies. All I need from you is to immediately move to my property and begin your new life with me. And I promise I am not a rapist or a creep. I am not going to imprison you or shackle you or enslave you to a basement, which is exactly what it sounds like he wants to do.
Sounds like something a rapist would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a rapist.
Or a grapist, rather. Grapist. You are free to continue your friendships with your womanly friends and your relationship with your family. I would never take this from you. I would never force you into sexual situations you do not want to be in. I know it must sound so strange hearing this, but I feel I must make it clear to you that this is a dream opportunity that will not harm you in any capacity other than dropping your current life, boyfriend and job, and immediately begin pursuing your hobbies while we plan our wedding. It gets so much worse. It gets so much worse.
Is this one continuous text?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes, it's this long. It's this, look, it's...
Oh, my God.
So many. Get ready. I hope you're not overwhelmed. I know we have not spoken very much in the last 6 years. I've not spoken very much in the 6 years we've known each other. I've always known you were supposed to be mine as soon as I met you on March 3rd, 2018.
Oh.
What?
Oh, my God.
I don't even remember the date I met my freaking husband. I remember the month and year, not the date. I've never once inserted myself into your life. I haven't pestered you for your phone number, and we have an occasional chat on Facebook now that we're not in the same office anymore. I've been satisfied with this level of acquaintanceship for years, and I understand that you have been with Bob since 2012. I understand you were committed to him prior to us meeting, but Lisa, also, he says her name directly so many times it gets uncomfortable. But that's Lisa, you must agree that we have something special. Tactic. Yep. We have something special. We share so many interests, and we were always able to have a great natural conversation. When we would attend lunch together during the workday, it was an effortless and relaxing experience to share those 40 minutes with you once or twice a week. And don't think I forgot how often you paid for yourself. A trait I knew was you trying to assert your independence in front of me. I knew then you were trying to show me that you'd love for someone to take care of you.
What? How?
I'm ready to settle. I'm ready to settle into a family-oriented life. Remember, he's like 45. And I recall you saying, not that 45 is old, but just like 45 to 25 is a little bit of a gap.
And most... Most 45-year-olds you see on dating apps are like, still figuring it out. And I'm like,
Yep.
what the fuck? At least that guy knows he wants to settle down.
I want that movement that you just did on camera. I want that to be seared into my brain forever.
That's the what type of a relationship are you looking for? And they're like, still figuring it out.
And I recall you saying you would have children if you had the financial capital to do so. So I know you desire to be a mother, despite your current male partner not wanting them. You would make a wonderful mother to our children, Lisa.
Ooh.
I would ensure you had everything you needed to live the family life of your dreams. And remember, we just picked Lisa. Mm-hmm. That's not her real name. Her name is actually blotted out on here. So I don't know what her real name or anybody's real name is. We would have changed it anyway. And I know you love to travel. Before we settle down with children, I want to take you to your quote-unquote dream destination list. I've kept track of all the places you've mentioned over the last few years that you'd like to visit. You always share such beautiful landscape photos. I want to take you to Japan, Thailand, New Zealand, to Greece, and after that, we'll go to the opal mines in Australia for your dream ring, and then I'll take you to all the waterfalls the islands have to offer.
Okay, can I have his number?
You really want this creeps? No, this guy it gets so bad. Ash, it gets so bad. Lisa, how does that sound? My proposition is, this is still one text. My proposition is serious. You know I'm a serious man. I'm turning 45 years old this year, and you are you're turning 32 years old. Okay, so she's not 25,
reasonable.
32. It's time to start making decisions about our familial life and how to enjoy our remaining years. Okay, hold on.
Not even a like, well, I guess she has a boyfriend, but I'm like, not even like, hey, let's go out for dinner. It's like, hey, I want you to leave your boyfriend and marry me.
And
have my children.
She's had a boyfriend for like 10 years at this point.
This guy's a...
He's a complete and scary tool, but it gets so bad. Also, he's never actually said anything about her.
No,
he hasn't said anything about like how he likes
he wants her to do for him, but he's going to shower her with. Hold on, I'm about to have a coughing fit. My throat got really dry all of a sudden. Okay.
But he's not like saying anything nice about her at all. He's not, there's no, it's stupid. Please know I have never offered any woman this proposition. I have a very secure career that I enjoy and will do whatever it takes to maintain in order to have your companionship, sexual prowess, and motherly raising of our children. I will give you everything you desire as long as you agree to be my wife and raise our children. Okay, that's the end of text numero uno.
Wow. That was
that's
novel.
The long one for us. And this appears to be Facebook Messenger.
Well, of course, because how would you text all that? You're typing on a computer. That's the only way.
Well, and not just that, he had said that he'd never asked her for a phone number or anything, so I think it's, yeah. Okay. Hey.
What the fuck is all I would say. Hey, WTF?
Hey, so the girl responds, and I'm going to make a name for him, too. I'm going to say, hey, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, I wanted to acknowledge that I received your message. It's really long, though, so give me a minute to read and respond.
Wow.
So, that was all...
Don't respond until you've read the message.
So much reading. That was all in one day. That was one day. The next day, it looks like, is going forward. Okay. He says, good morning, Lisa. I am still awaiting your acceptance of my proposal. I look forward to hearing from you.
My God. Good morrow. I'm calling to see if you're going to accept my... I don't know how to fucking talk in that language. Good morrow. Would you like to accept my hand in marriage? Ew.
Okay. Good morning, Jeff. I'm going to be completely honest. This is the girl. I don't know how to respond to this. I don't mean this negatively, but I honestly don't know whether I should take this seriously, I think is what it says. Oh, I honestly don't know whether or not to take this seriously. What I mean by that is, I don't know if this is a joke or not. You said this is quite out of left field, so I'm not exactly sure how to respond to you. He says, this proposition is very serious, Lisa. I have to make serious considerations about my familial life as I'm ready to establish this.
Familial.
I know I can offer you much more than your boyfriend can. It has been 10 years, Lisa, and he's still not provided you with those things you desire most.
Oh my God.
I'm a better provider than he is and will ensure your needs are met. Please, I would appreciate you taking this seriously and giving me a date and time I can come collect your items and move you into my house. It is in northern somewhere. Blanked out.
When can I come collect you and your items? Ugh.
Yeah, right? Right? Okay, so now she says, surely you have to understand I can't agree to something like this. My life is my life because I've built it this way. I'm not a damsel waiting to be rescued. While yes, I would enjoy an easier path to achieving the lifestyle I want, I don't mind working for it. And frankly, I'm insulted that you perceive my career to be a choice I'm settled to because I have not found the quote-unquote right man. Most importantly, it's another level of egotistical to assume I would dump an 11-year relationship in an instant for a fantasy pipe dream of yours. Jeff, I mean this seriously. I am not interested in your proposition. Trading my life for materialistic items and to be a breed mare is not something I ever intended to do with my time. I don't know you. You don't know me. You have a limited glimpse into my life through my social media posts. What you see online represents a minute fraction of who I am as a person. Shoot, sorry. You can edit that out. Who I am as a person. We were coworkers and nothing more. I made this very clear to you in the years we worked together. I was in my relationship prior to even working with you. Yes, you're right. You never crossed that boundary. But instead, you've spent the last 6 years building a fantasy and dream life in your mind in which you think I would trade my value as a human being for a lake house and free time for pottery. I'm not sure how you became convinced this would be enough to make me leave the life I have built, but I need to assure you it is not. Please do not ask me this again. I am not interested, nor will I ever be interested in being your wife and child bearer. This is where it gets nasty.
Oh, no.
Breed mare. This is him now. Breed mare. Lisa, now there's no need to insult me. God, stop saying her name. Stop it. It's fucking weird. I am not propositioning you to live in solitude and raise children alone. I want a family. I want you to be my wife specifically, and I want to build a family with you. I thought you were intelligent enough to understand how great of an offer this is. I know you're primarily saying no because you don't find me physically attractive. If I looked better than your boyfriend, I have no doubts you would emphatically tell me yes. I didn't know you were so shallow.
Egotistical asshole. Like, he thinks he's so much better.
I didn't know you were so shallow, Lisa. You would learn to be physically attracted to me just as I learned to be physically attracted to you after you gained 60 pounds. Here we go.
Of course he's going to start insulting her.
Here we go. 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 You look so much better when you were staying in the 150 to 200 pounds range. Yet I never said a word to you about the fact that you gained so much weight because I realized you were perfect otherwise. I realized your looks didn't matter when your soul is what I want to spend time with.
God.
It is simply a trade for a house and free time. I am offering you the very thing you constantly talked about and post about, the freedom to enjoy your existence without stress and anxiety. Simply in return, we are married and have a family together.
Just simply.
Because that's so simple.
Simply.
It's so simple. You would learn to love it because our home together would be so peaceful and joyful. doesn't fucking sound like it.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
100%.
God.
However, perhaps you're right, and you are not the woman I thought you were. You're attracted to a low-life loser who filed bankruptcy at 25 and hid his credit card debts from you. You pay his bills while he job hops because he doesn't know how to stay at a job for longer than a year. You cried constantly at work and had panic attacks not knowing where the money was going to come from. And what did you do? You worked a second and third job to make ends meet while he piddled away at putting in applications and not manning up to do what he needed to do. Why are you choosing this weak boy over me? I am mature. I am mature, career-oriented, family-oriented, and I am a devoted partner. I would never force you into... Sorry. I would never force you into a position to make up for me. And then there's a little missing part, but it says something, shortcomings like your boyfriend does. I am better than him in every way, and yet you still choose him. It's baffling to me why young women like yourself want to be with the losers and drug dealers who will end up beating you silly. I thought you were different. I thought such a radiant and vibrant young woman wouldn't chain herself to such a low-life, knuckle-dragging ape, but yet you did. You would take the lifestyle of where you have to be a provider over the lifestyle I'm offering you. Don't you want to take a break? Aren't you tired of always taking care of him? You must stay with him for his penis size. Because I can't even begin to understand how someone as intelligent as you are would turn down my offer. A luxury life free of stress turned down for a life of second guessing and financial strain? Why? What good reason do you have to turn down my offer?
Oh my god. Because he's got a huge dick, duh.
Well, duh, obviously. Of course. So she said, I'm not even going to entertain that message with a response. And then she says, later on, there's a little bit more cut off. I don't owe you any explanation about why I'm still with my boyfriend, even after all his shortcomings. I don't owe you an explanation on anything ever. I've been wondering all evening what it could possibly be about me that you're so repulsed by that you won't accept the offer of a lifetime. My friends are also appalled. Why aren't you accepting this? His friends are 100. His friends are 100% those dudes that are on those, like, that listen to those podcasts about alpha males.
Yeah, they're Joe Rogan listeners.
Those are his friends. Yeah, those are his friends. My friends are also appalled. Why aren't you accepting this? It's everything you have ever wanted, and you're turning it down still? Why, Lisa? Stop saying her name! You owe me an explanation after I spent years ensuring I had enough to offer you, Lisa. I'm starting to get very upset by your actions. You have one more chance. Anything less than an emphatic yes will not be accepted.
Here's an emphatic no. God.
In the most polite way possible, fuck off. I don't owe you shit. I will be blocking you now. Have a great rest of your life. Okay, it's almost done. Yeah, it's almost done. Her end response is my favorite part. I waited all day to see if your little conniption would resolve and you'd come back begging me for this opportunity.
Lisa.
Lisa. But I see you've decided to block me on Facebook, but too stupid to also block me on Messenger. At least for now. I imagine as soon as you see this, you'll end up blocking me here so that I can't communicate with you. I cannot believe I allowed myself to become entangled with the idea that a beastly, fat woman such as yourself would actually choose to settle down
until
with me.
She rejected him.
Would actually choose to settle down with me. I can do so much better than you, and yet here I was offering you a way out of your wretched life. We both know you're settling with Bob because you're too lazy to lose weight and make yourself more attractive, and you've trained him to be okay with your fat.
But
I was willing to let your fatness...
Your soul is what mattered and what was beautiful and that you wanted to be with.
This guy...
But her boyfriend can't see
so
that at
insane.
all.
This guy is so freaking insane. And you trained him to be okay with your fat. I was willing to let your fatness go to the side because I knew if you had free time, you'd lose the weight and retain a more attractive figure for our relationship. Damn. I'm embarrassed I've spent so much time preparing for this moment and it was wasted on a fat whore who doesn't know when she has struck golds. I truly thought you were different, that you actually wanted a nice man to be with. I see I was dead wrong. And are you ready for the ending?
Yes, I want to hear her response.
It's so good. I'm going to wait until you're done drinking water because it's so good.
Spit takes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yep. You can...
You can shit in a hat.
Ready?
Yeah.
You can literally suck the juices out of my fat cunt and choke on them, you absolute troglodyte.
Troglodyte is my favorite. I love it. Wow.
You can literally suck the juices out of my fat cunt and choke on them, you absolute troglodyte.
Is that it? Period? End of story?
She blocked him after that. God. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing. So I read a little bit more on the backstory on this, and he kept contacting her. And her husband works out of the house, but she works... her boyfriend works outside of the house, and she works in the house full-time, like a work-from-home situation.
Mm-hmm.
So she was home all the time. So he started sending her, like, groceries and flowers and, like, DoorDash and all sorts of stuff to her house because he found out where she lived.
Ew.
And he started sending this to her all while her boyfriend was out of the house, and just kept doing it sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a day for weeks. And she kept trying to get,
I thought she was a
Lisa and Bob
horde who...
Yeah, he didn't want anymore. And so Lisa kept trying to get in touch with, like, police and stuff like that, and they weren't doing anything about it.
Well, he's sending you groceries.
Until finally,
you should be thankful for it.
Literally, that's what they were saying. Until finally a detective came and was like, hey, do you want us to, like, arrest this guy for stalking? And she's like,
yeah.
Yes. 100% yes, I do. And so he got arrested for stalking. He was sent to jail for I don't know how long. And then she got a restraining order on him, and now he's no longer allowed to, like, contact her at all.
Well, thankfully it happened before he trespassed or hurt her.
Can you freaking imagine, dude?
What a fucking troglodyte.
Sorry.
I can't. That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Not okay.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, you go with your big, fat, juicy cunt because I love you. Her responses to the first message or two were, like, so much nicer than I would have been. Like, the absolute audacity of that dude to just demand that she just drop her life, her meaningless life, so she can have this life with him because...
And then he calls her a
want that
whore?
Offer. Yeah, I know.
Right?
It's so stereotypical because as soon as men like that get rejected, they turn into insulting ass.
This guy's an incel for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like, he clearly cannot get another woman. But, like, it's like these guys who listen to those podcasts and stuff that are talking about becoming an alpha male or whatever, and, like, being these people, it's like, you know that all you're doing is making yourself unattractive to women at this point.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah. But you know what? I'd rather them show their true nature from the get-go.
True colors shining through.
Like, because, I mean, wouldn't it suck to be with an incel and not even know it?
Hey, remember the story I told earlier about my abusive ex?
Yeah.
That you know?
Yep.
Hi. Been there. Well, it wasn't necessarily an incel, but...
Yeah.
Like, he didn't show his true colors enough before I started getting serious with him, and look what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Women get into that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it happens to men, too. It really does. It happens to men also.
Oh, I know. People of all walks of life, all races, genders, everything can, like, they can show you,
fall prey.
They can show you a version of themselves that's desirable for a few months, right? And then, like, once you get serious, the mask drops. And not even right away. But, like, then their fucking crazy comes out, and you're like, I've spent all this time with a person I had no idea was like this. Like, I love it when they just show their true colors first.
Totally.
And and
the slower they show them, the more successful they are.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, it's very easy for them.
I am a pretty damn good bullshit detector. Like, I'm a Sagittarius. I feel like I could read people really well. Usually, when I meet somebody, pretty quickly I can be like, oh, I like you. Like, this person's cool. Or something's off about them. And I've said that to people before, and they're like, oh my gosh, I love them. They're so great. And then turns out, no, they're a terrible, shitty person. And I just, like, had this feeling. And so, like, being in the dating scene for the last, 7 years?
Sorry. That's so rough.
I have been able to detect bullshit so much faster because they all do it the same. I'm not saying all men. I'm saying all men that act like this.
That are shitty men.
The shitty men, they all play the same cards. And it's gross. Right. Apparently, now you have to ask your girlfriend to be your Valentine before. You can't just assume they're going to be your Valentine. So, yeah. So, like, I can make it rain over here. We went and got her a bouquet. We got her a few different flowers from Trader Joe's, and I put together a bouquet for her.
Oh, cute.
And we were looking for a card, and I was like, you're so sweet. I haven't had a Valentine in like 9 years. And he goes, well, you just got to put yourself out there. And I'm like, oh, honey. I put myself out there for 7 years, and I gave up because it's a shit show. But, like, it was funny that my sweet little summer child thought that I just was holding back.
He's so sweet.
All right. Well, yeah, we want to hear your stories. So send them in to stories@soapanonymous.com, or you can submit the form on soapanonymous.com. And we'll be recording some episodes together here pretty soon.
Yeah, I get to go down and visit her. I'm going to go spend a few days down with her family in a couple weeks. Week and a half. Oh my God.
Week and a half. We're going to go to Universal and Disney.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. I've never been to Disney World.
I can't believe that.
This will be fun. I've never been to Florida. I've never been to Florida.
Yeah. All right, my love.
You're the best, and I love you forever and ever. Amen.
You too. Ditto.
Go Hawks. Because I'm going to throw that out there. Do not take that out. I will cry.
Go sports ball.
I love it so much. And we will see you guys when we see you. Or here. Whatever. You know what I mean. Have a great night, y'all.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.